Okay, let's take a look here at the the skills demonstrated here in Google Sites scenario one. In this scenario, Fidencio is having the students do a research project on famous volcanic eruptions, and he wants to curate trustworthy resources on a Google site. And this is a great idea because a lot of times, if we let the kids do their own research, a lot of times they don't choose the most reputable sources, and by doing this, you can guarantee that the kids the choices that you give them are solid, reputable sources. And Google Sites is a great way to curate these resources for them. So let's take a look at the ways you can use Google Sites to do this. So we started with a blank Google site here, and for the um, purpose of this demo, we're going to call this the Mount St. Helens Research Project. So some of the things that a teacher like Fidencio may want to have the kids have access to would be some articles online. So we can't trust everything that we see online, but Fidencio is going to try to find some reputable sources here. So we've done a quick Google search here for information about the eruption of Mount St. Helens. So the first one the kids will see usually is Wikipedia, and that's not always the most reputable sources. There can be mistakes, but if we keep looking a little bit farther, here we have a source from the USGS.gov. That tends to be on the topic of an eruption. This is definitely going to be a reputable source. So we're going to go ahead and open up this article here, and what we'll do is take the link. We're going to copy the link. We're going to come over here onto our site, and I'm going to use a button. Buttons are a great way to share links instead of just a plain text box. So we'll call this here source one. And I paste the link right here, click insert, and now we have a button the kids can click on to access a source. So I'll go ahead and repeat this process. Let's add another one for argument's sake here. Here we have one from the New York Times. That tends to be a source that most people can trust. This gives you a great image there of the eruption. So we'll go ahead and take the link here from this. We'll copy it. We'll come back here. We'll add another button. We'll call this source 2. Paste it in there, and then I'll kind of drag this over here, and first row here of my page will have 2 buttons kids can click on and access some trustworthy sources. From there, I may want to add Fidencio may want to add some pictures of Mount St. Helens. So we'll do an image search here. So here's a picture that kids could use as part of a research project and presentation. Copy it, and I'm going to go ahead and go to. Actually, I'm not going to copy it. I'm going to go ahead and copy the link address, image address. That's an honest, common mistake to make. So remember, copy image address. Come over here. We'll go to images. Go to select the URL. Paste that in there. I'll resize it just a little bit there. There we go. We'll go and do another image here. Let's see. Here's a good one here of the actual explosion. Copy image address. Go to images, select URL, paste in that image URL address, and insert it. I'll bring it over here right next to the. There we go. So it looks nice and organized. And another thing that type of file type that you could add here is YouTube videos. So here we have some YouTube videos of the actual explosion of Mount St. Helens. So here's one right here that we could use. Let's go ahead and click on this one. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, so we're going to go ahead and click share, go to copy, come over here, and then on our site, we'll click on the YouTube button here, and in the search bar, we're just going to paste that address, the link, and then that exact video pops up. We select it, and now we have a video for kids to do. We'll do one more here. Just to show the landslide that happened as a result of Mount St. Helens erupting. Share, copy the link, come over here, go back to YouTube, and paste that link in the search bar. And I can just drag that over here. And now we have some very nicely, neatly curated. We have some links to articles. We have some images and videos kids can use for this type of a project.